Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
स्क्रीन दिख रही है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
सो आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी?
हाँ, मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. सो टुडेज ऑब्जेक्टिव इज हम लोग आज क्या क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं. सो वी आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द डिफरेंट किडनी एंड द यूरिनरी डिसऑर्डर, टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर कॉमन कॉजेस and to understand the clinical presentation in kidney and the urinary disorder. Okay. From the next session, we will see about the investigations and the management part, the common management and the common investigations of kidney and the urinary disorder. So kidney disease means your kidney are damaged and can't filter the blood the way they should. So it usually one or the both the kidney. So whenever the kidney disorder occur, so the ability of the kidney function, so the kidney ability to remove the waste product and the control water balance is severely affected. Okay, and ultimately this causes an accumulation of the waste product and the fluid, which causing the severe uremia. What is uremia? What is uremia? हेलो.
मैम किडनी के वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट मतलब ब्लड में इंक्रीज हो जाते हैं, ब्लड टॉक्सिन्स इंक्रीज होते हैं सब.
Yes, correct. So uremia is a term used in cases where there is a raised level in the blood of urea and the other nitrogenous waste product. Okay. So ultimately, whenever the kidney affected, okay, there is fall in the GFR. So fall in the GFR is very common in cases of the kidney disease. So what are the different causation which cause the kidney disease? So this is the common causation. Okay, so there are the two, where congenital and the acquired. So in congenital, you will able to see the different type of the kidney disorder. So kidney disorder is divided into the two part, that is the congenital and the acquired. So in congenital cases, you're able to see the congenital hydronephrosis. So what happened in congenital hydronephrosis? Anyone know? Hello? Be active. नहीं पता है तो नहीं पता है. It's okay.
Ma'am, urine will be formed in the kidney since birth.
Yes.
मतलब बचपन से.
Yes. So it's यूरिन जो फॉर्म होती है वो यूरिन का फॉर्मेशन एक तो गलत हो जाता है या फिर यूरिन फॉर्मेशन हो जाती है. सो सिंस द बर्थ दिस अफेक्टेड. सो हम लोग ये आगे डिटेल में देखने वाले हैं. ओके, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू द आइडिया व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट कंजेनाइटल एंड व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट एक्वायर्ड किडनी डिसऑर्डर. ओके, so another is the congenital obstruction of the urinary tract. Then the duplicated ureter. So duplicated ureter, the ureter may present one or the ureter may be present the three. So it called as the duplicated ureter. Horseshoe kidney. So the shape of the kidney हम लोगों ने देखा था कल कि it's a bean shaped, right? So if the shape of the kidney is also different or affected, so if the shape of the kidney का अगर horseshoe kidney shape हो तो भी जो function होगा या फिर तो भी जो work करने का capacity होगा kidney का वो भी altered होता है. Another common condition is the polycystic kidney disease. So I think you heard about the polycystic kidney disease. It's very common condition nowadays. Then the renal dysplasia, unilateral small kidney. So one kidney is missing since the birth, or the multicystic dysplastic kidney, or the big kidney. So the kidney का जो size है, like 20 centimeter is the normal size of the kidney. If it is increased, so it's called as the big kidney. It is the congenital condition. Okay. Then what are the different acquired condition? So the diabetic neuropathy. Diabetic mellitus is one of the leading cause to cause the any type of the kidney disorder. Okay, may it as a, acute renal failure or the chronic renal failure. So the diabetic neuropathy is the acquired condition which is very common in cases of the kidney disorder. Then the glomerulonephritis, where glomerular is primarily affected. Then the hydronephrosis. Hydronephrosis is the enlargement of the one or the both the kidney, which cause the obstruction to the flow of the urine. Then the interstitial nephritis, kidney stone. Kidney stone is very common, right? Generally, it is painful or the painless procedure or the painless disorder. Then the kidney tumor. In the kidney tumor also, you able to see the two kidney tumors is very common. That is the Wilms tumor and the renal cell carcinoma. There are the other tumors also, but the very common tumor you will able to see the Wilms tumor and the renal cell carcinoma. Then the lupus nephritis, then minimal change disease, nephrotic syndrome. So in exam, I guess most of the time you able to ask about the nephrotic syndrome. The write a short note about the nephrotic syndrome. So nephrotic syndrome, when we talked about, there is a glomerular that has damage, and so there large amount of the protein in the blood which enter into the urine. So you able to see there is a swelling, low serum albumin and the high cholesterol. हम लोग ये डिटेल में आगे पढ़ेंगे. Okay, so the nephrotic syndrome is very common. Then the pyelonephritis. So pyelonephritis means there is an infection in the kidney and it is frequently caused by the complication of the urinary tract infection and the renal failure. So ultimately the renal failure, that is acute renal failure and then the chronic renal failure. Whenever we talked about the renal failure, it is not associated only with the kidney. Okay, most of the time it is the secondary cause. So secondary cause meaning if the patient having a high blood pressure or the patient having a diabetic mellitus, these type of the patients are the high risk to go into the renal failure. Okay. Another common diseases is the chronic kidney diseases, which may be decline in the renal function, usually with the rise in the creatine level. Hematuria, that is blood loss in the urine. Proteinuria, so the loss of protein, especially in the albumin in the urine. Microalbuminuria. Electrolyte disorder. So electrolyte disorder is also very common in cases of the kidney disorder, because जो हम लोगों ने कल फंक्शन देखा था, kidney is maintain the electrolyte balance. Kidney maintain the electrolyte balance in a proper way. So if that balance is disturbed, it may go into the electrolyte disorder. Nephrosis. Nephrosis is the degeneration of the renal tubule epithelium. Nephritis. Nephritis is the inflammation of the kidney. See, these two terms is very interchanging. So nephrosis and the nephritis. So nephrosis, when we call it nephrosis, there is degeneration of the renal tubular epithelium. And the nephritis, there is inflammation of the kidney. And there is the recurrent urinary tract infection. It's acute, chronic, or the recurrent urinary tract infection is also very common. Okay. And there are certain type of the drugs also which causes a certain type of the kidney disorder. So for example in hypertension के लिए जो भी medicines देते हैं, for example Rimacin. So Rimacin is having a very side effect on cases of the kidney. So Rimacin given in cases of the hypertension, but it also causes a side effect on the kidney. So ये हो गए generally the common clinical kidney disorder which you can able to see in different patient. Okay, so what are the different causes behind that? Okay, so every disease having a different causation. So for example, take it as a nephrotic syndrome, or take it as a nephritic syndrome, or the renal failure. So all the clinical conditions having a different causation. Okay, but the common causation, if you able to see in all type of the kidney disorder, are the mainly the hereditary. Okay, another common cause is the traumatic injury with a blood loss. So traumatic injury may be the external injury or maybe the internal injury. Okay, so the extrinsic and the intrinsic injury are the main common cause to having any type of the kidney disorder. Another is the abnormal kidney structure. So as we saw about the congenital condition, so if the congenital condition there is a horseshoe kidney, or there is big size kidney. So if there is an abnormal structure of the kidney or the ureter, so you ultimately see the certain type of the kidney disorder. समझ में आ रहा है ना सबको, या फास्ट हो रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Another risk factor. So these are the common causation. There are the other different causation also. So like drugs or there are certain risk factor. Okay, which are with a kidney disorder. So what are the different risk factor you're able to see? So as I earlier said, the diabetic mellitus. So people with the diabetes have a high risk of developing the kidney disease. Okay, so it's a leading cause of the kidney disease. It says that it accounts about 44% of the new cases. Another risk factor is the high blood pressure. Then the elderly people are the high risk factor for having any type of the kidney disorder. Then the diet, so the poor diet or the even we are not eating the proper vegetables, or we are eating only the fried food. So these are also one of the risk factor to leading the kidney disorder. Obesity, smoking and drinking, even the drugs are the one of the leading cause to having a kidney disorder. So generally it says the reason behind the kidney disorder is mainly the heart disease, drugs and the alcohol, dehydration, diabetes, kidney stone, or the cervical cause. Okay, these are the common reason which may cause the kidney failure. So there are the different stages of the kidney disorder. Okay, so you have to remember the stages, because in a clinical presentation or when you write about the kidney disease, you have to write about the stages. So are you able to see this image clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
So when we say the stages, there are the 5 stages. Okay, even in renal failure or the kidney failure, we are able to see these stages, in what stage the patient is. Okay, so in the stage 1 is characterized by the mild kidney damage, though its function may still be normal. So kidney function is about 90%. Okay, in stage 2 means that the mild loss of the kidney function has started. So kidney function is at about the 89 to 60%. And stage 3A means that kidney is mild to moderate loss of function, and the kidney function is about 59 to 45%. Okay. In stage 3B means that the kidney is moderate to severely loss of function, and the kidney function is at about 44 to 30%. So when we all these about the kidney function जो बोल रहे हैं, so normally जो kidney का function है, जो 5 और 8 हम लोगों ने देखे थे कल, so उसके accordingly कितना function काम कर रहा है. Okay. In stage 3B means that there is a moderate to severe loss of the function, and kidney only function at about the 44 to 30%. And stage 4, it's characterized by severe loss of the kidney function, and the kidney function is about 29 to 50%. And stage 5 means the kidney failure, kidney function is now less than 50%. Okay. In stage 5, stage 4, it's severely जब patient को dialysis पे डाला जाता है as a treatment part. Okay. So other part can be managed by the medicinal or the proper care, but in stage 4 to stage 5 you can't treat the patient only with the medicinal. You have to you have to take a patient to the dialysis. Okay. स्टेजेस समझ में आए?
मैम ये प्रैक्टिस में मतलब रहता है क्या कि कोई भी किडनी का पेशेंट रहेगा तो उसमें ये स्टेजेस डालने रहेंगे क्या? कोई भी किडनी डिजीज का पेशेंट?
नहीं, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर किडनी स्टोन का पेशेंट है, ओके, सो किडनी स्टोन के पेशेंट में यू डोंट नीड टू सी अबाउट दिस स्टेजेस, ओके, बट इन केसेस ऑफ द किडनी फेलियर का पेशेंट है, ओके, सो इन क्रॉनिक रीनल फेलियर और द in acute renal failure, in that cases you have to see these stages. Okay, these stages help in to investigating also and for the management part also. So you able to see कि किडनी के जो क्रॉनिक और अक्यूट रीनल फेलियर के पेशेंट जो रहते हैं उसमें किडनी कौन से स्टेज पे है और कौन से स्टेज पे वर्क कर रही है. ओके.
ओके मैम. यस.
हम लोग जब अक्यूट रीनल फेलियर और क्रॉनिक रीनल फेलियर देखेंगे तब हम लोग ये डिटेल में देखने वाले हैं, बट आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू द ओवरव्यू आइडिया कि कॉमनली हम लोग रीनल डिसीजेस में या किडनी डिसीजेस में हम लोग क्या क्या देखते हैं. ओके.
ओके मैम.
बाकी किसी को कंफ्यूजन है यहाँ तक? आगे बढ़े.
यस मैम.
हाँ मैम.
Next is the clinical presentation. Okay, so when we see the clinical presentation, the presence of any type of the renal disease in a patient, it may be detected because of the presentation with the symptoms or the clinical sign that indicate the underlying renal disorder, or the presence of systemic disease which known to involve the kidney disease. So presence of systemic disease माने hypertension हो गया, diabetes हो गया. Okay, or a patient may come to you with a certain type of the symptom. So what are the certain type of the symptoms may be present with any type of the renal diseases. Okay, so कैसे समझ में आएगा कि ये पेशेंट को रीनल डिसीज का ही प्रॉब्लम है, ना ही आरएस का प्रॉब्लम है, ना ही जेनाइटल का प्रॉब्लम है, ना ही गैस्ट्रोइंटेस्टाइनल का प्रॉब्लम है. सो जो प्रेजेंटेशन होता है, मेनली द हिस्ट्री टेकिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट, ओके, इन एवरी केसेस, बट apart from the history taking there are the certain clinical presentation which gives you an idea about the renal diseases. So I divided this into the 4 types. Okay, so the symptoms of renal diseases include disturbances in the act of maturation, alteration in the amount and the appearance of the urine, there is pain, so the pain you may able to see the renal, ureteric, vesicle or the urethral, and the general symptoms of the renal. Okay, so I divided into these 4 types, so we will see one type. Okay, so if we see the disturbances in the act of maturation, okay, कोई भी रिनल का डिसीज होने दो. ओके, सो ये 4 आप लोगों को दिखाई देंगे. आइदर यू एबल टू सी द पेन इन पेशेंट, you able to see the disturbances in the act of maturation, you see the alteration in the amount and the appearance of the urine, and the general symptoms. So what is disturbances in the act of maturation? So the frequency, So when we see passing urine more often than the usual without increase the amount of the urine. Okay. So in a one time, whatever the amount of urine normally the person is passing, that person is also passing the normal urine, but it is more often. ओके सो अगर पेशेंट यूरिन पासिंग के लिए थ्राइस इन अ डे जा रहा होगा तो पेशेंट मे गो इन टू द 5 और टाइम और द 6 और द 7 टाइम ओके so in renal diseases the frequency has increased. Why it is increased? It increased maybe because of there is irritation in the bladder, there is reduction in the capacity of the bladder, or there is pressure from the pelvic tumor. So in cases of the Wilms tumor or in cases of the inflammation, you able to see there is an increase in the frequency in the maturation. Another is the dysuria. So dysuria is the pain in passing the urine. It usually due to the bladder, there may be the irritation in the bladder or any foreign particle in the bladder or the prostate. Okay. So generally in the urinary tract infection also you're able to see the dysuria. Okay, so there is a burning severe type of the pain. So that pain you may be experienced prior or during or the following the maturation, usually in the urethra or the suprapubic region. Okay, so in urinary tract infection this is commonly seen in dysuria. Even in cases of the Wilms tumor or in the bladder tumor, you're able to see the dysuria. Okay. Another is the retention of the urine. So why retention of the urine occur? It may occur in the obstruction lesion in the urethra, or there is a disease in the spinal cord, or in cases of the coma. So retention of urine generally seen there is a obstruction. So obstruction can be congenital, obstruction can be acquired. Okay. And the incontinence of the urine. So incontinence of the urine you're able to see in cases of the cerebrovascular lesion, paraplegia, multiple sclerosis, even the prolapsed uterus with the cystosis. Okay. So when you're able to see there is incontinency of urine or retention of the urine, you are not jump to the okay this is the renal disorder only. No, you have to see the history or you have to see the proper investigations कि whether the patient having a renal diseases or whether patient having another disorder. Okay. Nocturia. Nocturia is also very common in case certain type of the renal disorder. So for example, tumor cases or the cystitis. So nocturia is the passing the urine in the night. Okay. Nocturia is commonly associated with the polyuria also. Strangury. Strangury is the severely suprapubic pain which is associated with the inability to pass the urine, which is seen in cases of the cystitis and the bladder tumor. Okay, so strangury is seen in cases of the cystitis and the tumor. Pneumaturia. So what is pneumaturia? Pneumaturia is it's a word which can describe the air bubble which can pass in the urine. Okay. So the passing of the air bubble in the urine most oftenly caused by the fistula, which is between the bladder and the colon, which can be result because of the diverticular abscesses or the malignant tumor. Okay, this is very rare condition where you can able to see the air bubble in the urine, but where there is a gap or the fistula between the bladder and the colon, you can able to see the pneumaturia. Okay. Another is the alteration of the amount of the urine. So ये जो हम लोग देख रहे थे, this is the disturbances in the act of maturation. Okay. So second is the alteration in the amount of the urine. So alteration in the amount of the urine, you heard about the polyuria, oliguria, anuria. Okay. So polyuria, when we called about when there is over the 3000 ml urine per day passing, oliguria when there is less than 300 ml per day, and anuria there is negligible urine output. What is the common amount of urine normally person pass per day? It is a normal amount.
Ma'am, 1.5 liter.
1.5 liter. Okay. Yes, it's 1 to 2 liter we normally pass the urine. Okay. So polyuria when we over the 3000 ml per day when passed, and oliguria or anuria when there is less than 300 ml. Anuria, it's a rare condition where negligible urine output. Okay. In what cases you will able to find out the polyuria, oliguria, anuria, we will see. So polyuria when we see about in cases of the diabetic mellitus or the diabetic insipidus, psychogenic polydipsia, chronic renal failure, hypokalemia, and the hypercalcemia. So in these 6 conditions, you able to see the polyuria. Okay, oliguria. Oliguria you generally see in cases of the acute renal failure, shock, hemorrhages, dehydration, cardiac failure, acute glomerular nephritis, and the acute tubular necrosis. So oliguria you able to see in 7 conditions, whereas anuria you able to see there when there is the infarction of the kidney or the both the kidney, bilateral cortical necrosis, or the complete obstruction of the both the ureter. So if there is a complete obstruction of the both the ureter, it may be the congenital or the acquired condition where you can able to see the anuria. Another is the hematuria. So hematuria, there is the blood in the urine, where the urine you able to see the red or the smoky brown color. So there are the different causation of the hematuria in renal diseases. So what are the different conditions? One is the painless and another is the painful. So painless hematuria, when we called about painless hematuria, we able to see in cases of urinary tract obstruction, tuberculosis, urogenital tumor, glomerulonephritis, and the renal cystic disease. Okay, and the painful hematuria you able to see in the renal calculi, UTI, reflex nephropathy, and the renal papillary necrosis and the renal infarction. So you see in the hematuria, even urinary tract obstruction you will to see in the painless, but in the urinary tract infection, you're able to see the painful hematuria, even in the renal papillary necrosis and the renal infarction. Okay. Then the alteration in the appearance of the urine. So urine become blackish or the coca in color. Why? There may be the presence of hemoglobinuria or the myoglobinuria. So in normally the hemoglobin or the myoglobin you're not able to see in the urine condition, in the urine. Okay, but in certain disorder or the disease condition where there is a alteration in the filtration process, you can able to see there is a hemoglobinuria and the myoglobinuria. So in when we do the urine function test, so in that condition you're able to see the urine become blackish or the coca color. Okay, then the frothy urine, which can be commonly due to the proteinuria. So if there is a protein, generally mainly the albumin, if present in the urine, you able to see the frothy urine. Proteinuria. Proteinuria is a small amount of the protein, which usually less than 100 mg, is normally excreted in the urine daily in the healthy people. Okay, so 50% of the protein excreted in the urine, which is derived from the plasma protein. So proteinuria commonly seen, there is a physiological causation and the pathological causation where you can able to see the proteinuria. So what are the physiological proteinuria? So proteinuria were less than 1000 mg per liter. So in cold exposure, in vigorous exercise, febrile illness, postural, and the pregnancy, you able to see the proteinuria. So there is a protein content in the urine. Okay, so that's why when okay, what is postural proteinuria? Anyone know?
Don't know, ma'am.
Okay. So when we called about the postural proteinuria, it is also called as the orthostatic proteinuria. Okay. So that means the protein appear in the urines when the person is in the standing position. Okay, it's a physiological process. So in cold exposure or in the exercise, vigorous exercise, we daily pass the some part of the protein in our urine. But when we call it as the pathological proteinuria, when there is a large amount of the protein able to find out in a urine condition. So what are the different pathological proteinuria? What are the conditions? So in glomerular disease, in tubular disease, nephrosclerosis, renal failure, polycystic kidney disease, renal scarring, and the obstructive neuropathy. So in that condition, you're able to see the protein in a large amount present in the urine. There are certain type of the drugs which causes a discoloration of the urine. Okay, so for example, nitrofurantoin, which gives you the brown color in the urine, ramipricine, which gives you the red color in the urine, and the methylene dopa, which gives you the grayish color. So methylene dopa is generally used for some type of the psychiatric condition or even cases of the central nervous condition. In that condition, gives you the methyl dopa. Okay, even in hypertension also methyl dopa can be used. And ramipricine is the antibiotics. It's a high dose antibiotics which gives in condition of the bacterial infection, and even cases of the tuberculosis be able to see the ramipricine. Okay, and the nitrofurantoin is generally used for treating the urinary tract infection. Okay, so certain type of the drug condition also gives you the discoloration of the urine. So whenever the patient comes to you, you have to ask the patient about the drug history, whether the patient is having any type of the drug or पेशेंट ने कभी लिए है मेडिसिन किसी कंडीशन के लिए, because there are the certain drugs which causes discoloration of the urine or the discomfort in the urinary maturation or the even the retention of the urine. So the drug history is very important. Okay, third is important is the pain. So many renal disease you able to see the pain. Okay, so for example, if there is a kidney stone or there is a urinary tract infection, you able to see there is a burning sensation or discomfort over the suprapubic region. You able to see the cystitis in the perineal pain or the rectal pain. Prostatitis pain generally felt in the prank or the hypochondriac or the iliac fossa. Acute obstruction of the ureter, you can able to see there is due to the stone or the blood clot. Colicky pain, so colicky pain generally radiate from the loin to the groins and to the testicle. Enlargement of the kidney, you able to see the dull nagging or the flank pain. And acute glomerulonephritis, you able to see typically the painless. Okay, it's not compulsorily कि यहाँ का pain यही होगा, but it is the common condition where you able to see this type of the condition. Okay, so in urinary tract infection, you able to see the burning pain. So burning is the characteristic of the urinary tract infection. So there is the burning and the discomfort over the suprapubic region. And then the general symptoms and the sign of the renal disease. So general symptoms, you're able to see the fever, dyspnea, edema. Edema can be facial or the dependent part. Then the pruritus. Then there is the distal brown coloration of the nail. Pallor. So anemia is also very common in cases of the kidney disorder. So you're able to see the pallor as a general symptom. Another is the uremia. Okay, so in the starting of the session we talked about the uremia. Okay, so uremia where there is a high level of the urea in the blood. So it's one of the primary component of the urine which can be defined as the excess of amino acid and the protein metabolism in products such as urea and the creatinine. So when we see the investigations part, you able to see कि urea and the creatinine कब कौन से condition में present होता है और the कैसे investigations करते हैं. But in cases of the uremia, you able to see the certain type of the symptoms. So what are these symptoms? Anorexia, lethargy, nausea, poor sleep, poor concentration, itching, and the restless leg. Okay, Why I'm telling you this about the urea? Because urea is very common in cases of the nephritis, nephrotic syndrome, or even the chronic and the acute renal failure. So these are the clinical conditions of the kidney which you're able to see the uremia. Okay. Any confusion till now?
No, ma'am.
सबको समझा है properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. किसी को कुछ भी confusion हो, कुछ भी questions हो तो you can ask. किसी को कुछ confusion नहीं है?
No, ma'am.
ओके सो नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हम लोग किडनी फंक्शन टेस्ट का देखेंगे. ओके व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट इन्वेस्टिगेशंस वी आर डूइंग इन किडनी टेस्ट एंड द कॉमन मैनेजमेंट पार्ट. ओके
Okay, ma'am.
so I am ending session here. Okay, if no one has any confusion. Have a good day all.
Same to you, ma'am.